happy holidays. We're going to talk about another national park that I went to, and we're going to talk about some holiday stuff. So welcome to another episode of On the Rhodes.
Entering Yosemite Valley, the panoramas from the roadside tunnel view makes everyone gasp. Standing above the lush green valley floor, carpeted with meadows and a meandering river, you'll view a scene that has been 10 million years in the making. On the right, Bridewell Fall gushes over the cliffs, while above it hang the pointed cathedral rocks. On the left, El Capitan towers more than 3,000 feet above the valley floor. It is the largest granite monolith in the world, issuing a siren's call for our climbers. Far into the distance is the curved tooth of the polished granite half dome, the park's most famous landmark. Yet all this is only the beginning of Yosemite's natural wonders. The Sierra Nevada mountains, what naturalist John Muir called as the range of light, are California's backbone. As recently as 10,000 years ago during the Ice Age, glaciers are still hard at work, shaping these mountain peaks, alpine lakes, and granite domes and river canyons and valleys. Yosemite is a park for all seasons. When snow melt in the Sierra Nevada high country makes rivers swell, waterfalls in the valley spring to life. When summer warms the grassy meadows, lakes, and high mountain passes, hikers and backpackers set out on overnight trips while their families swim and cycle around the valley.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is On the Rhodes. I'm Donovan. Happy 2026. Happy holidays, everybody. Hope everybody had a great holiday. I had a great one. My friends did make it in. They got in on Friday night and left on the 22nd of December. We had an amazing time. I actually took my best friend's son shooting. That was a great time. They got to meet some of my friends. We went out on the strip, took a walk around, hit the Bellagio. They have the botanical gardens there. That was a good time. We also walked around so they could take in the sights of Las Vegas. We went out to Red Rock Canyon, took some pictures out there. Overall, good time. In the intro, you saw Yosemite National Park. What an amazing time I had there. The night before I got there, I had left Kings Canyon in Sequoia. There was a park that I stayed at, had a nice lake, really quiet, also had showers, bathroom. I was able to park right across from the showers and everything, but the park ranger came out. We had a nice conversation. It was inexpensive to stay there. After that, I made some dinner. I spent the night, made my way into Yosemite. Yosemite is remote, to say the least. I was an hour and a half from the campground prior to going into Yosemite. I also booked a campground inside the park, which was about 6,000 feet in elevation. Pretty cool, though. It was a lot of fun. I had to get a daytime pass. I didn't know this. So the day before, I'm looking for a pass to get into the park. You go on recreation.gov. Luckily for me, they were releasing some at night. Right before I went to sleep, I said, let me jump on recreation.gov. If not, I'll just have to camp in the area one more night before I go in. I could go see something else before I went into the park. Lo and behold, right before I went to sleep, I go on recreation.gov, got my pass, got my timed entry, hour and a half, drove in, got up in the morning before I went to Yosemite, took a nice hot shower, ate some breakfast, stopped and got gas, drove in to Yosemite. What a park. They're self-contained. Once you get into the park and you go to Yosemite Valley, they have everything. They have grocery stores. You can rent bikes. You can get some backcountry permits. Whatever you need is there. Gas is self-contained within the park, which is amazing. You still had to drive to get to certain things. You had to go up in elevation, come down elevation, right through the tunnel. When you look at this video that I've just posted in the intro, right as soon as you get through that tunnel, there's a parking place and the big boys are out there. You got Cathedral Rock, you got Half Dome, then you have El Capitan. I love El Capitan. The reason I wanted to see it so bad is on one of the streaming services. There's a guy called Alex Honnold. I might be butchering his name, but Alex made a documentary called Free Solo. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Free Solo, but it is a must watch. He actually climbed El Capitan with no ropes. The documentary follows his journey prior to him climbing. He bought a house in Las Vegas. He might still live out here. Yeah, he went there, practiced when he first was trying to go up to El Capitan. He got up a little bit ways and then he turned around. He wasn't ready. And I think a few months later or that next year, one morning he just got up. His girlfriend went back to Vegas and he just started. The camera crew's like, yo, he's climbing. He was in a zone. He got up to the top of El Capitan faster than he should have. It was just amazing. You got to watch the documentary, definitely. It's called Free Solo. Check it out. Out here in Vegas, they started taking a dip back into the drone thing. So Stranger Things came out here with Netflix, and some of the cast did a drone show. Crazy drone show. You got to look it up. Go online, look up Stranger Things Las Vegas. The drone show, it was definitely worth every bit of what they did. The New Year's Eve drone show was nowhere compared to what Stranger Things did. It was crazy. You definitely got to check that out. Oh, and back to Yosemite. Cathedral Rock was just out of this world. Half Dome. I drove up this road to go to the top to see Half Dome. And I got out and they have some overlooks and you can see Half Dome in the distance. Also, there's some waterfalls out there. It's so intimidating seeing it. Got a chance to see that. And this park is just immense. It's beautiful. I didn't see any bears because I don't hike. While I was out there, two people got lost. They set out for a hike. They said that they were going to be back at a certain time, didn't come back. When I was out there checking out Half Dome, they had posters all over the place saying that the people were lost and they couldn't find them. Good news, though, they did find them. They were able to find their way back. They did send out search parties. They found them, which is really good luck. Like I was saying in prior episodes, it's so easy to get lost if you don't make the preparations to do what you have to do. There's a lot of work that goes into this stuff. You know, you just can't sit down and say, oh, we're just going to go hiking. Make sure you just map out your route. Let somebody know what's going on. Carry communication devices that are going to work when you're in a pinch. Thank goodness for cellular service now. You can satellite. I can satellite message people through my carrier. It's just a really good tool to have. If you're out somewhere, you just point your phone, make sure you have clear, unobstructed from trees and everything. You point your phone up in the air and then you connect to the satellite. You can send messages, emergency messages, whatever you need to get help. If you don't have it, get in reach, get one of them. We've been having a lot of rain all last week, right up until New Year's. It rained. New Year's Eve, it was pouring. It was pouring in certain parts of the valley. And where I live on the strip pretty much. It was raining. They did have the drone show out there, despite the rain. They did have fireworks. I'll put something right up there so you can see where I was filming right from my condominium. You could see fireworks from the stratosphere. I'll put that up so you could take a look at it. Great time. It was a lot of fun seeing that happen. Even though the rain was going on, people were still out on the strip. If they could, they went inside the casinos and relaxed a little bit right before the ball drop, which would be, considered the West Coast New Year. People came out, just was all over the place, had their umbrellas up, got to see all the fireworks and all that good stuff. So, yeah, shout out to Vegas. Vegas always knows how to do it big. That's why WWE is coming back for WrestleMania. They put on such a great production with WrestleMania when they came out last year that the WWE canceled on the city that they were supposed to go to next to come back to Las Vegas. It was a great production. A lot of stars out here. The Rock, we didn't really see him. He was kind of like no show, so to speak. But that's okay. We love you anyway. But I think it was Stone Cold was at the Fontainebleau. My friend stayed there, speaking of the Fontainebleau. And that was my very first time since it's open, seeing the inside. Pretty nice casino considering the circumstances. I know they've been having growing pains and things like that, but if you're a traveler and you get a deal for Fontainebleau, come out here and check it out. I hear it's expensive. My best friend, she said that they went to breakfast and it was quite expensive. And me and her son, before we went shooting, we hit a pie hop. And man, you can't miss with IHOP when you're talking about breakfast. So we went there. Today the sun's out though. It's beautiful. I'm looking out here out the window. The sun is finally showing its beautiful face again after over a week of just clouds and rain. California got hit again with a lot of rain. There was mudslides, flooding, all kinds of stuff going on. So my heart goes out to California. Y'all just don't catch a break out there. We also had a cold front come in. It's been a little chilly, in the 30s at night, high 30s, maybe 40. We've been getting hit with cold weather. I went out to go to the grocery store this morning. It was a little chilly. I had a hoodie on, sweatpants, and it was a little chill in there. But it was still beautiful because the sun's out. The sun is pretty strong out here, despite it being a little chilly out. You walk out there in the sun. Next thing you know, it's like, man, it's a little. Gotta take this hoodie off and rock my short sleeves. In the daytime, you're pretty much wearing short sleeves. Nighttime, throw that hoodie on. It's going to get a little chilly outside. Out there in Death Valley, any of my travelers, if you're going to Death Valley, there is water at Badwater Basin again. It's only happened. This is the second time, and it's happened. I think I went out there 2 years ago to check it out. Out at Badwater Basin, there's water. It hadn't been any water out there for quite some time. And a couple of years ago when I went out there, people actually had kayaks and paddle boards. That's how much water's out there. This year, there's water out there. It's worth a look. Depending on what happens with the rain, you never know when it's going to happen again. You got to definitely go out there and check it out. It would be fun to see. Got some merch still going on. I don't know if I showed you guys the patches. The patch is I'm going to send out a patch to a couple people. I'm going to order more because they've been going over good. I bought this to promote the brand. It's a necklace. There you go. I'm taking this thing serious. It's not about the money. It's about fun. It's about getting that information out. It's about covering different topics. If you want a slot, book your slot. Hit me up, message me. We'll get you on the show. We'll figure out if you're a camper, if you're a traveler, let's get you on because we can talk about some of the places out here that in the United States or abroad. If you're a camper and you've gone somewhere, you've camped and you've enjoyed it, we want to hear from you. I'd like to thank everybody that up until this point has been supporting the channel. A lot of my friends have been watching and checking it out. I just trying to get better, trying to come up with more content. It's going good. Some of the people that are supposed to be on here assured me that they would. I haven't seen you yet, but it's okay. We'll get you on here. It's a new year. It's bigger goals, bigger dreams. Let's get on here and promote the camp culture. What better place to do it than on a channel like this? And I've been watching other people's channel who promote the camp life. They're just doing an amazing job with getting the information out there. And the ones that are out there still on the road doing your winter camp thing, hey man, keep at it. We're just proud to see you put up the content and follow your journey. Washington, Cascades, North Cascades, they're still having some problems with one of the roads. Some of the roads are closed. If you're up north, you're getting snow and all kinds of things like that. Once again, make sure you get on the websites and check and make sure that you can get to a national park you want to check out. The snow has been pretty much hitting the northern part of the United States from northwest to northeast. There's been snow in a lot of places, lake effect snow, all kinds of stuff like that. Make sure you go on the website and check that you can get into these national parks. The winter is always tough. A lot of people go to Quartzsite. I know there's some people right now, the snowbirds, they're in Quartzsite hanging out there because the weather is nice in Arizona. And just stay vigilant and make sure you stay safe out there. There was a lady, I don't know what state it was. If somebody remembers the state, just hit it in the comments. But She went out hiking and she got killed by a mountain lion. She was solo hiking. Some hikers went out there and found she was unalived by a mountain lion. So just be careful with wildlife. Gatlinburg, I see the bears are still just running out there at night. You can be in Gatlinburg hanging out. The bears are getting to the point where they're not really scared of humans. So they come down and start looking for food. With construction going on in so many places, they're pushing the animals into situations where they have to deal with humans because building houses and all kinds of developments. Some of the states, especially the states out here in this area, they are building different crossings. Some of them are doing tunnels. Some of them are doing crossings across the highway so the wildlife can get across. A motorcyclist was killed last week. A wild burro was in the road and he ran into the wild burros. Just make sure also you pay attention to what you're doing when you're driving. You don't have to worry about cars so much. You have to worry about the wildlife coming out in the road. People have been hitting deers, bears. I think I told you a story about the Grand Tetons where one of the popular bears was hit by a car. One of the national parks lowered the speed limit when you're there. A lot of the national parks I've been in, it's like, 40 miles an hour, unless you're on a road that has a long stretch to get to the next attraction. It might be a little bit more, but usually it's like 30, 40 miles an hour because they want you to be aware and alert. Even people, they're walking. Sometimes the trails will take them across the road. So you have to watch out for people as well. But the wildlife is very important that you watch out for because we're kind of intruding on their territory. We're out there driving around. But they don't know. You run out in the road. You're driving. Some national parks are 24-hour parks. You could be out there driving at night. Some of the wildlife comes to life at sunset, dusk, or in the morning. You want to get up early, go travel and get to your next destination, trailhead, wherever you're going after you've camped. Next thing you know, you're driving and wildlife just jumps out. Just be careful of wildlife. Just be aware that no matter where you go, out here in Vegas, on the campus of UNLV, sometimes they see coyotes out there. The coyotes are being pushed around out here. You'll run into coyotes right in the developments. There's one development, the coyotes are actually coming out in groups. And these people are getting nervous because they're going out in the morning to go to work and they're seeing coyotes every now and then. If you're living out by Mountain's Edge, somewhere right by the mountains, mountain lions are even coming out. Just be wary of the wildlife as well. I'm going to feature another national park next week or another area. I'm starting to put those out there so you can actually get a visual of what I did when I was on the road. And I think the next day after I left Yosemite, I went to San Francisco, and that was a pretty good time. Those hills in San Francisco, crazy. I didn't really get out of my car. I think I had told you a story. I didn't want the car to get broken into, watching all those videos of people's cars getting broken into, then having it happen in real time when I stopped just outside of San Francisco and to see the people next to me get their car broken into. It kind of brought it full circle. Just be aware. North Cascades on the National Park app, they have right there, it says, be careful, hide your belongings, hide your electronics. People are breaking out windows inside the national park. You're coming there, hike to have a good time, bring your family, enjoy the national park. You come back, your car's broken into. Make sure you take precautions to hide your belongings in your car. Put your window shields up if you have to when you leave your car. It's a good deterrent if you do have your shields up on your window. They can't tell if somebody's in there or not, but you have little safety precautions. I know that a lot of camper van people and a lot of RV people have motion lights. Some of them have some really cool camera systems, which if you can invest in a nice camera system, go ahead and do it. Put a couple of cameras outside your rig, your setup. If something does happen, maybe it can pick up a license plate or you can pick up a really good picture of somebody breaking into your car. The park rangers or the police can follow up and try to get some stuff back. I never got any of my belongings back when they broke into my car. I didn't get my Pum Pum back and my passport. I have to replace that. I've been lazy. We met some people from the Netherlands. If I had a passport, I would have probably been in the Netherlands because they invited me back. I'm retired. I had the time to dedicate to it, but I didn't go because I didn't have a passport. I had my passport done. It's always cool meeting people. We go to the local bar, my old job, Rolling Smoke Barbecue. They right across from the pawn shop. They have a bar there, man. We meet so many great people. You get to talk to them. I actually came back, had a couple of cocktails with them before they flew back to the Netherlands the next day. So hey, it all starts with a hello. Just be aware that you can meet some amazing people just sitting there and saying hello. Yeah, it was a good time. We had fun. We also had fun on the holidays at the bar. Got to go see everybody that I hang out with. And we had celebrated the holidays together. Talked to my mom New Year's Eve for 2 hours. What's up, Mom? Shout out to my mom. I didn't do nothing on New Year's Eve. I sat home when the fireworks started going off. I went ahead and recorded the fireworks from the stratosphere, but I didn't do anything. I also did a low-key Christmas. All my family is on the East Coast, but they did do something cool for me. My sister has an annual Christmas party. What they did was they called me on FaceTime and just passed the phone around. I got to see all my family, which was amazing. That was a good time. Sometimes the holidays does things to people. It makes them feel like down. There's so many things going on. Just remember, every morning you get up, your feet hit the ground. You're ahead of the game. Just in there. There's no easy fix for your emotions. Just remember, there's a lot of people out here that care. Get on the phone with a trusted person, talk to them. The people around me is what gets me through everything. The holidays, I was not down at all because I was surrounded by so many amazing people. I'll tell you this, I'll see you on the next one. I had a great time stopping by to talk to you guys. This is On the Roads. Until the next one, everybody. Happy holidays, Happy New Year, and let's have a great year. See you.